In 2025, astronomers detected something extraordinary. An object racing through our solar system unlike anything before. They called it 3I Atlas, the third confirmed interstellar visitor ever recorded. It moved too fast to be a comet, too smooth to be debris, and its path was eerily precise. As the data poured in, one haunting question emerged. Was it natural or designed? Some said it was just another rock cast out from a dying star. Others whispered that its motion was too deliberate, its trajectory too calculated. Humanity has watched objects drift through space before, but never one that seemed to be watching back. When scientists calculated the mass of 3I Atlas, the numbers didn't make sense. It was colossal, around 33 billion tons, far heavier than any known interstellar fragment should be. For comparison, Oumuamua, the first interstellar object, was tiny beside it, a drifting pebble in cosmic terms. The odds of something this massive traveling across the galaxy and slipping into our solar system by chance were almost impossible. And yet, here it was. Some physicists suggested it might be a dense core left from a shattered planet. Others argued it could be hollow, built, perhaps, for endurance rather than weight. Every hypothesis only deepened the mystery. If Atlas was natural, it defied probability. But if it wasn't, then who or what built something that could survive the violence of interstellar space for millions of years? From the moment 3I Atlas entered our solar system, its path stunned astronomers. It didn't wander aimlessly through space. It followed a route that seemed almost too perfect. As it crossed the ecliptic plane, its trajectory brushed near Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. Each pass so precisely timed, it defied random chance. Statistically, the odds of such alignment were about 1 in 20,000. Some claimed it was just gravitational luck, a cosmic coincidence shaped by planetary pull. But others saw something far more deliberate. If a civilization wanted to study the inner planets without being noticed, this was the path they'd take. No wasted movement, no error. Just a silent thread woven perfectly through the solar system. As if something intelligent had mapped this course long before we even learned to look up. Then came the silence, a stretch of time when 3I Atlas simply vanished. For several weeks, it slipped behind the glare of the sun, out of reach of telescopes and radar. To most astronomers, it was just a gap in observation, a normal event in orbital tracking. But for others, that unseen window raised unsettling questions. What happened when no one could see it? Was it still following its predicted path, or did it change course? Some speculated it could have activated, adjusted its trajectory, or even deployed something. Others dismissed the idea as pure imagination. Yet when Atlas reappeared, its orientation seemed slightly altered, subtle but measurable. Maybe it was coincidence, or maybe, during that hidden interval, something was done deliberately, something we weren't meant to witness. When 3I Atlas emerged again, NASA pointed the Hubble Space Telescope toward it, and what it saw only deepened the mystery. The images revealed something strange, a faint tail, glowing ahead of the object, not behind it. Comets don't behave that way. A forward-facing tail suggested it was pushing material outward, as if reacting to thrust or control. Scientists debated endlessly. Some blamed optical illusions, others the angle of sunlight, or even sensor artifacts. But the anomalies didn't end there. Later, in August, the Gemini Observatory reported that Atlas looked more like a typical comet. Its tail realigned, its glow normalized. So what changed? Did sunlight finally overpower the weirdness? Or did Atlas correct itself, returning to disguise after being seen? The universe gave no answers, just a flicker of uncertainty that whispered, maybe, just maybe, it didn't want to be found. By December 2025, 3I Atlas had already passed the point where humanity could follow. The final observation campaigns were launched, telescopes straining to catch its fading light before it disappeared into the black. But no spacecraft could reach it, not with our current technology. Even the fastest probe would take decades to intercept it, long after the object had left our system. Politically, funding such a mission was impossible. Scientifically, it was humanity's last real chance to learn what Atlas truly was, and we missed it. As the final data flickered onto screens, scientists realized that our reach, our curiosity, and even our ambition were still too small for the cosmos we inhabit. The object moved on, silent and unreachable, carrying its secrets beyond the edge of human certainty. A reminder that the universe doesn't owe us answers. Whether 3I Atlas was natural or artificial no longer mattered. Its mystery had already changed us. If it was just an ordinary comet, then it forced science to rethink what ordinary even means. Our models of interstellar objects would need rewriting, our understanding of cosmic formation redefined. But if it wasn't, if the anomalies were real, then we may have just glimpsed evidence of intelligence beyond Earth, watching quietly from the dark. Either outcome teaches the same truth. Curiosity must never surrender to fear or pride. Science can't afford arrogance, nor can it afford blindness. 3I Atlas became a mirror, showing us how fragile our certainty really is. In space, there are no absolutes, only possibilities. And sometimes, the greatest discoveries aren't about what we prove, but about what we learn to keep questioning. History has a strange habit of proving our arrogance wrong. In the 1950s, astronomers once mocked the idea of exoplanets, the notion that stars beyond our sun could host worlds of their own. It took decades before the first was confirmed, hiding in plain sight the whole time. What if 3I Atlas is the same story, repeating itself? Our instruments may be advanced, but our interpretations remain limited by imagination. Maybe we're looking for evidence of intelligence using the wrong filters, expecting messages, signals, or technology, while something far subtler passes right before our eyes. Just as past generations couldn't see exoplanets because they weren't ready to believe, maybe we can't recognize artificiality because we're not prepared to understand it. Sometimes, the greatest blindness isn't caused by darkness, but by too much light. In science, being wrong has a price, but not all mistakes cost the same. If we overanalyze, we waste time chasing ghosts. But if we ignore something truly extraordinary, we risk missing the greatest discovery in human history. That's the asymmetry of curiosity. One side costs patience, the other costs truth. When 3I Atlas appeared, most scientists chose caution. They labeled it a comet and moved on. But what if caution becomes the new ignorance? What if the habit of disbelief blinds us more than faith ever could? Every age has its skeptics who guard the gates of reason, and its dreamers who dare to ask what lies beyond. Both are necessary, but when fear of being wrong outweighs the hunger to know, progress halts. Maybe the real danger isn't in what 3I Atlas was, but in how quickly we stopped asking. There's a chilling idea known as the dark forest hypothesis, the belief that the universe is silent, not because it's empty, but because everything within it is hiding. Every civilization, advanced or fragile, lurks in the dark, afraid to announce itself knowing that the first one to make a sound might also be the first to vanish. If 3I Atlas were more than a rock, if it were a probe, a silent observer drifting between stars, then maybe it wasn't here to speak, but to listen, to record, to measure. Perhaps it was one of countless watchers, scattered through galaxies like seeds of awareness, gathering information on those who dare to reach out. The probability is low, astronomically so, but even the faintest chance reshapes how we see the night sky. Maybe we're not alone. Maybe we were never supposed to know. Outside the scientific community, few people even realized 3I Atlas existed. It flashed briefly across news headlines, then disappeared into the noise of everyday life. The public was told it was just another comet, nothing more, nothing less. But within research circles, quiet debates still linger. The data wasn't perfect. The anomalies weren't fully explained. Yet none of that reached the mainstream. It's easier that way. People sleep better when the universe feels predictable, when mystery can be dismissed as math or coincidence. But truth doesn't fade just because it's ignored. Somewhere in the archives of December's observations lies the faint signal of something that doesn't quite belong. A data point, too strange to fit, too subtle to erase. The world moves on, unaware that for a brief moment, we might have looked directly at something that was looking back. As 3I Atlas fades into the black, so does our chance to ever know what it truly was. December's observations may confirm it as a comet, a simple traveler passing through. Or they may reveal one last anomaly, a whisper that refuses to die. Either way, it changes us. Because the real story isn't about what Atlas was made of, but what it made us realize. That our understanding of the universe is still painfully small, and our curiosity is the only thing pushing that boundary forward. Maybe Atlas was a message, not in words or signals, but in silence. A reminder that not everything needs to reveal itself to be real. We stare into the cosmos, searching for meaning. But perhaps the cosmos is staring back, wondering if we're ready for the truth. In the end, discovery is never about finding answers. It's about daring to ask the right questions.